All right, greetings. Good evening. Mark Dixon here in the Channel 3 First Alert Weather Center with this Tuesday evening, 9:30 live edition of our First Alert Weather Extra here on WFSB Plus. Hope everyone had a great start to the week. Of course, a little bit warmer yesterday. Temperatures have been trending cooler today. They'll be even cooler tomorrow. We could use some rain, and we do have one chance over the next 7 days. That's coming on Friday. Otherwise, we are going to get a break from any sort of extreme heat or humidity. So it is going to be very comfortable, and the upcoming Labor Day weekend looking very nice as well. So yesterday we peaked in the 80s in many locations. Today, mid and upper 70s inland, and from the 70s to near 80 for communities along the 95 corridor. So temps today running below average. Normal high for the Hartford area, 82. So today, 5 degrees shy of that, nowhere near the record high of 99. And we don't have any 90-degree heat over the next 7 days. And I was looking earlier at the calendar. You have to go all the way into September, onto the 18th of September, to find our next day where the record high temperature is not in the 90s. So it's a pretty impressive a statistic there for you. So, and while today was cooler than yesterday, tomorrow will be cooler than today. So we'll have much more on the temperature coming up in just a moment. Also, as we have been highlighting when it comes to the drought monitor, that shade of yellow is expanding in coverage. So we get updates on Thursdays. Today's Tuesday, so we have 2 more days to go. So in less than 48 hours, we will have an update on the drought monitor. So you can see in northern parts of New Jersey, also across a good chunk of the Cape, we're actually in moderate drought classification. So we're going to be monitoring this very closely for the very latest. Regardless, we need some rain. Here is a look at the month of August, and this is for the Hartford area as measured at Bradley Airport. We've had measurable rain on 5 days. Fortunately, that's not come on a weekend, so we certainly had a stretch earlier this year and through the early part of summer where we had some sort of rain on every weekend, at least one weekend day. So we've certainly bucked that trend, but rainfall totals a bit unimpressive. So for the Hartford area, looking at the month of August to date, so through the first 26 days of the month, over an inch below. Going back to the beginning of meteorological summer, that's the beginning of June, we have a bit of a surplus, 3/10 of an inch. Meanwhile, for the year, a surplus of 3 1/3 inches. Now, Bridgeport, a completely different story. We're 3 1/3 inches behind for the month alone, 8 inches behind going back to the beginning of meteorological summer. And then look at the year. We are roughly 12 inches, almost a foot behind. And that, of course, since it goes back to the beginning of the year, includes the liquid equivalent of anything frozen. So the bottom line here is we need rain. And we do have one chance, again, over the next 7 days that is coming on Friday. So in the meantime, First Alert Live Radar, we are scanning dry tonight. That is the way we will remain outside of maybe a sprinkle. And we've seen after sunset temperatures going from the 70s and the 60s and now from the 60s into the 50s. Already 50s coming in from Salisbury. That's the cool spot on the map at 56, followed by Putnam with a temperature of 59 degrees. Hartford, 65. We're still at 72 right now in Bridgeport. So compared to this time last night, we're 5, 10, 12 degrees cooler in communities across Connecticut. Winds today have been up out of the north and northwest, so they've now gone calm, where they're still up 3 to 5 miles an hour. So tomorrow, cooler than today. Our one chance of rain again comes on Friday, calling that a bit unsettled. And we need a beneficial rain. Right now, it doesn't look like anything too impressive. And then Labor Day weekend, we are looking good. Dry and bright will start a little bit below average. Temperatures by the time we wrap it up, trending milder, back to near normal levels for early September. All right, so right now from Waterbury, 60 degrees, a calm wind. Great visibility coming in from Hartford. We're at 65. From New Haven, we're at 66 degrees with that calm wind. And from southeast Connecticut, looks like a ferry just arrived. People are heading to their destinations here in Connecticut, 65 with a southwest wind at 9. So earlier today, we started with some sunshine. Clouds developed through the afternoon, very scattered in nature. And note any rain off to our west that was moving through Pennsylvania, really fizzling as it worked into New Jersey and the lower Hudson Valley of New York. So that's why maybe a sprinkle tonight, but otherwise we're dry. High pressure builds in behind this cold front. So tomorrow there is a low-end chance for some sprinkles as a little disturbance passes through the region. More on that in just a moment. In the meantime, tonight, look at that temperature trend. We go from where we're still in the 60s into the 50s. Tonight we bottom out 50 to 55 inland, and mid and upper 50s is what we can expect along the 95 corridor. Then tomorrow for our Wednesday, we'll see a partly to even mostly sunny sky. Here's that shower chance or sprinkles. So a couple specks of green here close to Connecticut. Best chance for maybe a shower, say up north of the Mass Pike and into the Boston area. So tomorrow, you'll need the sunglasses. And temperatures peak in the 70 to 75 degree range inland, some upper 60s even only for the hills there of northwest Connecticut, and along the shoreline with the offshore wind direction, well into the mid 70s we go. So a little bit warmer at area beaches compared to inland areas. And we want to fast forward to Thursday morning. Overnight lows, but we're going to wake up to Wednesday night, Thursday morning, 45 to 50 inland, 50 to 55 along the shoreline. So there is what some may argue, a chilly start to Thursday. Thursday, a day that features some scattered clouds, otherwise dry weather. Looking off to our west and northwest, there is the cold front Thursday evening on the approach. This will present us with our one and only chance for rain over the next 7 days. You can see the showers moving in around daybreak on Friday. The front begins pushing through southern New England by around lunchtime. So what could be a bit of an unsettled start for Friday trends drier and a bit brighter through the afternoon. So dew point values, they've been running low. They're going to continue running low. A little bit of an uptick on Friday, but even as they get closer to 60, you may notice briefly some mugginess, and then they drop yet again behind the front that moves through on Friday. So looking ahead to the upcoming weekend, as we get closer to it, 70, 75 tomorrow, mid and upper 70s on Thursday after that chillier start. Friday, back into the upper 50s to start out with 74 that afternoon. Then afternoon clearing, turning clear, and high pressure builds in for the upcoming holiday weekend. So that means dry and bright weather Saturday, Sunday, and as well Labor Day Monday. Overnight lows, upper 40s, low 50s over the holiday weekend. High temperatures on Saturday between 70 and 75. We're up several degrees on Sunday, and from there, several degrees up for Labor Day Monday. So with high pressure control, we're looking great. If you have outdoor plans, grilling, some outdoor fitness, perhaps you're heading to the UConn home game, the first one of the season. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock against CCSU Saturday, East Hartford at the Rent. We're looking great weather-wise. If you do some tailgating, mid to late morning, you're going to be out there through the afternoon. You'll need the sunglasses. So really nice weather on tap for not only Saturday, but also Sunday and into Monday. What you do not see on our 7-day forecast graphic, of course, 90-degree heat. So in the month of August so far, 4 days, 90 or higher. Our total for the year at 22, so just above the annual average. And at least over the next 7 days, we will not be adding to this. A quick update, too, on the tropics. We still have Tropical Storm Fernan. We've got winds at 40 miles an hour moving northeast at 12. So on that trajectory, not moving toward any landmass as it will be dissipating here over the next 24 to 48 hours. So that is it when it comes to the tropics, at least for right now. We'll keep you updated. The WFSB First Alert Weather app, a great way to check in on the tropics. Also track any showers, track temperature trends. You get weather updates, video updates with our team of meteorologists that are exclusive to the app, that aren't seen on Channel 3 and then shuttled over to the app. They're unique to the app, so kind of a cool feature there. One more look at our First Alert 7-day. Temperatures, again, running below average until, say, maybe Tuesday of next week, closer to average Monday to Tuesday. But in the meantime, mid-70s tomorrow, mid and upper 70s Thursday, back in the mid-70s on Friday. Friday, get some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder early in the day, and then some afternoon clearing, trending a little less humid. Friday, a little bit muggy, but otherwise nothing too oppressive by any means. And then beautiful looking weather Saturday, Sunday, and Labor Day Monday. Much more over on The Wax at 10 o'clock. And then, of course, Eyewitness News at 11 on Channel 3. And of course, if you're new to WFSB Plus and these First Alert Weather Extras, we do these long form weather hits on weekdays, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 9:30 at night. So if you've already seen us, thank you for coming back. If you have yet to see us and this is your first chance, first opportunity, welcome. Come back and visit often. All right, that is it from here for now. Have a great night. And again, we'll see you at the Wax over at 10 o'clock and then on Channel 3 at 11.